It's number 1 versus number 2. These matchups are special. The entire landscape looking in today on this one, and they become a part of college football history. Hopefully, we'll get something epic. Welcome to Death Valley, the home field of the Clemson Tigers. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. The Tigers offense is up first today. That's a group coming off an impressive win last week. Now they go on the road to face a strong defense that gets stirred up by this crowd energy. Let's see what they can do.
And, Chris, I think the fact that they were able to win the game last week, like you mentioned, gives them the confidence that they need to come into this environment and deal with this defense and try to get out of here with a win.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. And now the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented. It shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
This is something rare and special, Kirk. This early in the season, you have a 1 versus 2 matchup. These kind of games become part of the history of the sport. Both these teams are expected to contend for a national championship. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
The Tigers will have to kick this away. That's just the first punt for this offense tonight. And here's the return. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. The Tigers offense comes out for their first possession today. And this is a running game that comes in on a roll. The top back, over 100 yards rushing, found the end zone multiple times. Clearly, he's going to be the focal point of the defense today, Kirk, you'd think, anyway.
Yeah, how much fun was it to watch this offense and watch him specifically, what he was able to do. Pretty much anything he wanted to do, he was able to capitalize on. Now, today, it's a different challenge. New game, new opportunity to showcase what he can do. And I think it's important that this offense show that they can do more than just run the football, because I think this defense is locked in to take him away.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And now the running back's got it again. Fights off a defender. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
They'll hand it off. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Good enough for first down yardage.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
That's one of the more impressive drives that I've seen in a long time. They did not throw the football, and this running back got behind that big offensive line, just moved the ball all the way down the field, and then finally into the end zone. That is very discouraging for this defense.
Extra point try coming now. BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0.
Missouri 7, Clemson 0.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Are coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got it with room to run. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
This is why this Clemson offense is so tough to defend. You get caught up in the running game, the threat of the quarterback as a potential run threat. You leave yourself one-on-one, and then you can make these throws downfield to dynamic playmakers on the perimeter.
Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there. Great start for the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. And looking to throw now on first down. Defense is coming after him. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
There's a nice play by this. After giving up a huge gain, they're able to turn things around, recalibrate, and get after that quarterback for that sack.
First down sack, pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. He finds the running back in the flat. He'll be smarter right at the line for no gain. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. The D coordinator showing heavy blitz pre-snap. Taking a shot deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. The offense begins this drive, backs to their own goal line, set up at the 3. First down, looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's a short completion to the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup, but this is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football, an early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. I'm just glad we're here to witness it.
Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Handoff here from the shotgun. Crosses the 25. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Breaks loose at the 40. That'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Finds his target. Great cut. They whiff on him. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down. Second down after the incompletion. Looking to throw here. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Bringing pressure. And he's intercepted. Could take it all the way. And that's a solid return after the interception. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Looking to throw it on first down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. It's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this. That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And they pick up the first on the ground. That's a solid gain to move the sticks as the first quarter clock winds down. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. So far, this has been a battle on the ground. They've completed the first quarter, and the run game has dominated. As we move to the second quarter, you hope these teams will build on a promising start. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll run it to the right side. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard. Offense now behind the sticks on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Snags a good throw. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Sometimes you find that open receiver who's short of the sticks, and you hope the run after the catch will be able to give you the first down. The defense does a good job of keeping him short of the sticks. Let's see what they do here.
It's a quick grab. He did not get it. Off the 56-yard missed field goal, the offense will set up at the 39. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Gets the ball out as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. It was at 3rd down. And the crowd coming to life here trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. The ball is picked off. Short return tackle made at the 27. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down. So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Hit as he released it. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, we're going to throw for the 1st down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
No surprise. Offense going for it on 4th down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. The receiver grabs it. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Risky call here by this offense. I thought the quarterback might wait a little bit longer for him to take his route beyond the sticks, but he gets the ball out of his hands. And how about the job by this receiver to fight for that 1st down?
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43. Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw yet again. Makes a quick catch. They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. 1st down from the 30. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the left side. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone. Missouri now in the red zone. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Pass caught. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back. And the defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments. 1st down and goal. Can the defense force a field goal and keep the lead at halftime? Looking for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Missouri.
Let's go. What a fantastic half we've had here. You talk about a last-minute lead change through the air, and we can only hope the 2nd half's going to be as exciting as this has been.
Automatic in the PAT. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. First down, looking to throw the ball. Short connection to the tight end here. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Important second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. Pass is tipped at the line and will fall incomplete. Good play.
What a swat there by the defender. And if you think about it, if he swatted that ball and it fluttered into the air, he would have had himself a deflection and a pick.
On third down, he drops to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up fourth down. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on return. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. So here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 43. Throwing for his running back. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Looking right, this one caught. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. And looking to throw now on first down. He cannot escape. It's a sack. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, this offense better get it together. First sack of the game, and it's by a defensive back to try to set the tone.
Who makes the grab? They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. We're going to throw it on third and very long. And the pass ball is incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out.
And the Tigers will kick. To get the second half going. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. 1st and 10 play coming up. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. He finds some space. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line. Third down play for this offense. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. And the coach leaves his offense on the field to go for this one, needing to get a first down. The receiver makes the catch. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
On a tight game like this, you're on the road, why not take a chance? Go for it, you hit it, and you quiet the crowd in the process.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle finally made at the 37. It'll be 1st and 10 from there. Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And he drops back in the gun. And it's caught. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking to chuck it again. Comes up with the catch. They bring him down, but that play will set up a 1st and goal now at the 10. The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
And they'll stop him short of the goal line. Offense will set up inside the 5. And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. They're going to score. They'll run it to the left side. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of play. The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Back's got it again. A quick juke to get free. Touchdown, Mizzou. And they jump on top here in the second half.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Clemson, 14.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking for the wide out. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Cooler looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The Tigers hustle to the line to run that hurry out.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need
Swarm to the pass rush. A sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes a quick grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Coverage team brings down the returner. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. They're going to run it here. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. Hands off to the left. Great cut there. Across the 40. He's found some room at the 45. Out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been unstoppable today. And the runner takes off to his right. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll raise second and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. This Missouri offense is moving quickly down the field. It's a run to the left. He's past the marker and still going. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. Missouri now operating in the red zone. And the wideout goes in motion. Testing the right side here. Looking for the end zone. Has a lane. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Tigers. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
14.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After a first down loss, it's second and long from the 23. And he'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And they'll kick it away here. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Of course, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30 and a first down. They come up on first down. Clock running. Final minute here of the third quarter.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. He'll look to throw it here on second down. Lets it go quickly. He's picked for a third time tonight. And he's wrapped up after a solid return. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Thorne. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Tailback with another carry. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Well, this is what we hoped for. This is what we expected, Kurt. A tight, tough battle between two really good teams. Now who can step up and make that winning play down the stretch?
Well, early in the year, these two teams have actually lived up to the billing of two top-5 teams, showing a lot on offense and defense. Now with so much on the line early in the year, tight game. Who's going to make the plays to walk out of here the victor?
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. Oh, it's incomplete. Tried a little lob pass there, but doesn't work.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Breaks loose at the 40. They make the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29.
Hey, 3rd down, why not give it to the workhorse one more time for a first down? Keep it on the ground, keep working that clock. One of the better atmospheres we've seen, this night game atmosphere. But this running back,
they trap him for a sack.
a really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And he makes it, wow, from 55 yards out.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught in the flat by the running back. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Caught over the middle. It's John. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. And the Tigers come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Pressure is coming. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack.
All of this pressure and sacks are starting to impact this quarterback. You can sense that internal timer is sped up a bit more than usual.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the move. Touchdown, Clemson. They couldn't stop. Movement here from the tight end. Grinding away on the ground. Breaking free at the 35. Now here he goes. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Missouri. No chance to catch him there.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
38, Clemson, 28.
So no return here. He takes me in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. He stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive. Let's see what they can do with it after that nice game.
Oh, he can't connect with the wideout that time. Incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And it falls incomplete for a turnover on downs.
Oh, man, you just hate to see this for this offense. They've done a nice job here, giving themselves a shot to get back into this game, and you got to go for it. But to come up a little bit short, this one may be over.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. He'll hand it off. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. And on the carry, he's heading left. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. Missouri now in the red zone. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. And after the miss, they're still leading by 10.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
It's a keeper. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for a late, deep throw. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, the offense just could not afford to throw this interception. It's already a 2-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
Here comes the Missouri offense back out onto the field. They're in pretty good position. It's a two-possession game. Can they now put this game on ice? Receiver in motion now. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. He picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. The defense takes their third and final timeout to make some adjustments at the sideline. Grinding away with their running game. Finds room at the 30. Touchdown, Mizzou. This offense is still clicking.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the fourth. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. On the run here. Lets it go. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. The pass rush closing in. And he'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
And the catch is made way downfield. That's a big gain, but they could have used that when this football game was still in doubt. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. And he spikes it to stop the clock.
QB strikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Second down after that previous play. Wants to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath. Tackle them inbounds and keep that clock moving.
One down, but it's enough to convert on 3rd down and set them up 1st and goal at the 10. The Tigers come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. And now they'll just clock it. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Now, this defense has done such a great job of disrupting the timing with this quarterback and his wide receivers. Sacked him multiple times, consistent pressure, just dominating performance.
He cannot escape. It's a sack. Check out this decision. They're going to go for it on 4th and very long. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Caught by the receiver. No, he stopped short on 4th down. The defense making a play that should just about secure this victory. Handoff running right. Spinning out of the tackle. Has the 1st down and more. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time. 1st and 10 now for the offense. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And in 1st down, they go right back to him. Moves the ball up to the 30. They stop the clock with a timeout, 9 seconds remaining. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Past the 45. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Heading left after the handoff. Oh, what a move. Will not be brought down. And they wrap him up and bring him down in what is the final play of the game. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kurt, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game. Unbelievable job by this team, dealing with the expectations, the pressure, and as you said, playing a good team. This was a big-time win and an opportunity to really continue to move up.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.